Faculty and staff of the Department of Communication, distinguished guests, parents, family, friends, and, not least importantly, my fellow graduates. Good afternoon and welcome. What a beautiful day and a beautiful space to celebrate such a truly special occasion. I think back to the day of my high school graduation and remember feeling compelled to speak to my teachers, family, and friends. And I am very thankful to have the chance to do so today. I hope I can warmly and accurately represent the journey from that day, our high school graduation, to this day, when we finally leap out into the world. In the past 4 years at the University of Illinois, we have truly lived history. We came to the university as the first class of college students with iPhones in their hands, allowing us the ability to connect with anyone, anywhere, with the touch of a finger. In 2008, we witnessed true change in America, the campaign and election of the first black president of the United States, Barack Obama of Illinois. Who doesn't remember the thousands of university students flooding Green Street, finally able to celebrate a president who represented all of us? That same year, the housing crisis and subsequent stock market crash rocked our nation and our world. And I don't know one person who was not affected by the economic crisis. As students, we saw the effects on our university as funding was cut for our clubs and activities, as our professors took forced furlough days, and as our very own graduate students, some of whom are here today, peacefully but firmly organized against proposed cuts for tuition waivers. As sons and daughters, many of us witnessed our parents fight for their jobs, leaving us wondering what we could possibly do to help. As citizens, we witnessed daily our nation in peril, and realized that, even in these troubled times, there were other Americans far worse off than us. Coming of age in a recession taught us the value of a dollar and the value of a helping hand. More recently, we have been witness to democratic revolutions in Tunisia and Egypt and civil resistance spanning across the Middle East and North Africa. While we live far away from these uprisings, our hearts and minds go out to those peacefully protesting for fair treatment, better lives for their families, and a government by, of, and for the people. While we have never had to fight for our freedom as Americans, we can never forget that many in the world are still struggling for the things we take for granted. We were lucky to be at the University of Illinois during these years of innovation and change. As students, we had daily access to multiple news sources, an extensive library and database collection, and informed professors to keep us updated on the world around us. We also had many chances to get involved, working with the environment, traveling, and helping those less fortunate. We are thankful to the University of Illinois for providing us with the opportunity to participate in history. Last Christmas, my grandfather gave me an interesting gift. It was wrapped in a black garbage bag and was very heavy. I opened it curiously to reveal a toolbox. Well, I can barely work a microwave, and I thought my family had discerned that my talents do not lie in repair or construction of any kind. Opening and exploring the box, I found nails, a hammer and screwdriver, an electric drill, pliers, you name it. As much as I don't want to say this with my grandfather here in the audience today, I honestly did not think I would use it. Well, since returning for the spring semester, I have gone to that toolbox to complete odd jobs around the house, and have freed myself from the need to ask the neighbors or my mom for help with repairs. The toolbox was given to me by someone who cared about me, someone who recognized my needs and took the time to address them. When my grandfather gave me that toolbox, he knew it would continue to work for me, day after day, and would help me develop new skills. This is what we have been given by the faculty of the Department of Communication here at the University of Illinois, a toolbox for life. Communication students are a special breed. What other student could spend a weekend out in the town and call it studying for interpersonal communication? What other student can claim intimate knowledge of the communication flow of a hospital, or how to transcend the all-too-common practice of speaking in stereotypes? As students of some of the best communication professors in the world, we have been given the tools to construct our reality, change our perceptions, and take on the challenge of a world in constant communication. We have not just received an education in communication, but because of its interdisciplinary nature, we have received training in psychology, sociology, linguistics, human development, quantitative reasoning, and critical thought. The discipline of communication is ever evolving because humans are ever evolving. For as long as we live, talk, debate, comfort, write emails, and do business, the study of communication will be right behind us, analyzing the whys, whos, and hows. Further, we have learned how to talk. We have learned the basics of a conversation, of small talk, of interviewing, working with a group, and of meeting and interacting with important figures. These, my friends, these are the tools we have now. This is it. We are set. So, my fellow graduates, what next? Now that we have been given these tools, what do we do with them? The answer? We build. My challenge to you, my challenge to us, is to venture out, find our niche, wherever or wherever that may be, and build not forward, but upward. The goal is not to conquer the world, but to find our space in it and do what we can with the tools we have to improve it. It is our responsibility to take these tools, this education given to us by our family, our department, our university, and our country, and use them. But we don't have to do it alone. Look around you. Look at the graduates sitting next to you. There is your network. There are the people who you can call, Facebook, email, tweet, or whatever communication medium comes next to help you. We have built a strong network with our friends and colleagues in communication, and this can be another tool to our success if we learn to take full advantage. Today is a day to celebrate our achievements, but it's also a day to thank those who helped us achieve. To our parents, for your unconditional love and support, we say thank you. To the hardworking staff of this great university, for your selfless commitment to our futures, thank you. And finally, to the faculty of the Department of Communication, thank you. What you have taught me and the time you have taken to help me have made me a better, stronger, and more conscious person. This is a gift, one that I cherish and am very, very grateful for. On behalf of the class of 2011, thank you for the tools we will use to continue to build our minds and those we will use to build our lives. Thank you.
That's great! Yay!